time is it?
It's time for art!
Fourth and fifth grade, welcome back. Continuing our journey through art history, we've done caveman art, ancient Greek art, ancient Roman art, and now we are in the middle of the Middle Ages. One thing they were doing, and I guess this is called Romanesque architecture, in the Middle Ages they would build these gigantic libraries and castles and cathedrals that had gigantic, very, very ornate stained glass windows. The important thing that I want you guys to understand with these stained glass windows that we're going to make today is that they should have multiple lines of symmetry. If something has one line of symmetry, it's reflected on that line of symmetry. Whatever's happening on the left is reflected on the right, or whatever's happening on the top is happening on the bottom. If you have multiple lines of symmetry, I like to think of it as a slice of pizza where every slice is a mirrored reflection of the slice next to it. That's what we're going to do today. We are going to make a stained glass window, and what I really want you to concentrate on is multiple lines of symmetry. What you are going to do is take a circle, you are going to fold it in half, and a lot of kids call this the taco fold. It's folded like a taco. After you fold it like a taco, I'm going to fold it again. I'm going to call this one the snow cone. It's shaped like a snow cone. I'm going to fold that in half one more time, and now it is pizza shaped. What I'm going to do for the pizza shape is I'm going to draw the crust on the round side. Drawing the crust on the pizza is important because I don't want you to cut past the crust. The crust is actually going to end up being like a picture frame for our stained glass window. I'm going to cut different shapes. I'm going to cut off the tip. I'm going to cut some weird shapes on the left. I'm going to cut some weird shapes on the right. Maybe you want to cut some more shapes. It's up to you. But by the time you're done, as long as you didn't cut past the pizza crust, if you open it up, it will look like a snowflake. If you're doing this at home, it doesn't have to be black paper. It can be whatever color paper you have, as long as you are showing me something that looks like a snowflake that has multiple lines of symmetry. The last step to make it look like a stained glass window, I'm going to pass out a circle of colored tissue paper that you will very lightly glue on the back. You don't want to use too much glue. And when that dries, you can hang it up on the window and marvel as the light shines through and it looks just like a stained glass window from the Middle Ages. That's it for this week. See you next time. Bye. So some of you might be wondering why I use different color markers. In the last pro tip, I talked about how when you're making a picture this big, different color markers make it easy to see what different things you're painting when you're painting that big. Like, it's a lot easier on a smaller piece of paper to not get confused, and it's a lot easier to get confused on a giant picture. So if I say, color those trees that are green, or color that sky that's blue, or even, different leaves or different color shamrocks, different elements within the picture, it's easy to not be confused. You may be wondering why I'm using red for the leprechauns. Well, it's taken me a long time painting murals to realize this, but I've got to draw these leprechauns a bunch of times. Draw them on paper, draw them on the wall, paint them, draw them again with paint. And what I've realized is something my mom told me when I was a very young kid eating popsicles: be careful, red stains. So just by using this color red marker, I know that when the fifth graders helped me paint this, to paint all the characters white as a base, and I'll explain that in another pro tip, that the red, for whatever reason, shows through the white. So I don't have to constantly rethink it as I'm drawing it. So I guess that's my pro tip to you. Use different color markers when you're drawing a bunch of things on a wall, and try to save red for the characters that have details that you're going to want to retrace later. Cover your ears, here comes bonus points. Bonus points! 4th and 5th grade, we just finished our stained glass window project. There's a cathedral in Paris, France called Notre Dame. A few years ago it caught on fire. That cathedral took a very long time to build out of stone. The people that designed it didn't even get to see it finished because it took that long to build. Tell me how long it took. Tell me what year they started, what year they finished, and then, figure out the difference. Tell me how long it took to build the Cathedral of Notre Dame. See you next time. Bye.